the National Field Director of MoveToAmend.org, one of my favorite organizations. Kaitlin Sopoci-Belknap is on the line with us. Kaitlin, welcome back to the program.
Thanks, Tom. It's so good to be here again.
Thanks for joining us. Move to Amend has big news about Los Angeles. Tell me about it.
We're so excited and proud of our local group in Los Angeles. They have been working hard, and the city council in L.A. on Tuesday is going to be voting on whether they support a resolution that calls on Congress to amend the Constitution to clearly establish that only living persons, not corporations, have constitutional rights, and that money is not the same as free speech.
That corporations are not people and money is not speech. It's my mantra. That is brilliant. Now, Kaitlin, how did this come about?
Well, actually, our group in L.A. was going to the neighborhood councils in the town and working to get them to pass resolutions, and one of them did and forwarded on to the city council. Mm-hmm. And the plan had been to go to several neighborhood councils, but actually a council member was so into the idea that he picked it up and said, yeah, we could do this at the city council, but he wrote a resolution that, he wasn't versed on this issue. He wrote a resolution that was just about overturning Citizens United, right, which is important, but as the listeners of your show know, corporate personhood goes back well before 2010. Right. And so our LA group leaned on a subcommittee of the council and packed a subcommittee meeting and got them to amend the resolution so that it would be more complete, more systemic, and now it's before the city council as a whole. That is great. I know that there are, a few other people out there and a few other groups out there who are saying, all we have to do is just, roll back Citizens United or just get the money out of politics or something. And that sounds nice, but that's like putting a Band-Aid on a cancer. We need to cut the whole thing out, which is the idea that corporations are people and that money is speech. And that is going to require a constitutional amendment. And Kaitlin, we're talking with Kaitlin Sopoci-Belknap from MoveToAmend.org. Kaitlin, what can our listeners on KTLK in Los Angeles or who are hearing us on Sirius or XM or Dish Network or DirecTV or whatever in the LA area do? And what can our listeners in every other city in America do to follow the example of LA? Well, first for LA, we really need folks to contact the LA City Council right now, tomorrow and Monday, to get the word out, let them know what you want them to do. So if you go to MoveToAmendLA.org, right there on the front page is a list of your city council members and their email addresses and their phone numbers, and you can contact them and let them know that you want them to support this resolution for LA to become the first major city to pass a resolution like this. And there's also a form that you can fill out to let us know if you can come to the meeting on Tuesday at 10 a.m. and be there. We want to pack the room. And our folks at LA Move to Amend have been doing a great job getting the word out. They have tons of organizations on board. I just want to mention some of them. They have several the LA County Labor Federation, AFSCME 36. They also have Occupy LA. Common Cause has been working with us. The Environmental Caucus of the California Democratic Party, Move on LA. So a bunch of progressive groups are joining together, joining forces. So we need everyone to turn out en masse at 10 a.m. on Tuesday and let the council know that they need to pass this resolution. That's and then great. For everyone now, everywhere else.
If I may, before
go ahead, yeah.
So first of all, the website is MoveToAmendLA.org. And secondly, you actually got Occupy LA through a General Assembly to endorse this officially.
Yes, to endorse the resolution.
That's a major big deal. Trying to get anything through those General Assemblies, that's very, very specific is a major project. I mean, I'm very impressed by that. Okay, so for anybody else in the country.
For anyone else in the country, what you can do is pass a resolution like this in your community. And listeners probably know, because I was on Tom's show before talking about what folks in Boulder and Missoula and Madison have done, where they put it on the ballot. So they actually had voters have the opportunity. So that just reaches so many more people than when you go to your city council. Although this LA, because it's so big, it's getting a lot of attention in the city and beyond. So you can go to your city council the way that folks in LA are doing, or even better, if you have the ballot initiative process in your state or your municipality, you can begin to collect signatures to get it on the ballot to put it before the voters. And this year, we've had hundreds of thousands of people who have had the opportunity to vote and decide what they think. And so to the caller who called in, I forget where he was from, that you were talking to just before, about how do we reach these folks who are not engaged? Well, let's put it on the ballot right in front of them and let them learn about this issue. And Move to Amend is happy to work with anyone. We have affiliates around the country. We're a grassroots Democratic group, so you can come on board as
in small d Democratic, as in small d Democratic. Not
yes,
you're not
exactly.
affiliated with the
Thank
Democratic Party.
Small d. For me, I don't even. It's like I don't even think about it. Yes, small d Democratic.
Yeah, this is not party politics at all. In fact, there are many people in the Democratic Party who are freaked out by this.
Right.
So Kaitlin, we just have a few seconds left. You want people in Los Angeles, our listeners and viewers in Los Angeles, to show up for the city council meeting. It's Monday at 10 a.m. Is that right?
Tuesday at 10 a.m.
Tuesday. I'm sorry. Thank you. Tuesday at 10 a.m. at the city council, and the city council is where?
I don't have that right in front of me, but if folks go to movetoamendla.org, all the details are there, your city council's information, so you can contact them. And then even if you contact them, please come to the meeting at 10 a.m. On Tuesday.
To try to pack the room and show some solidarity. And this is absolutely great. I wish
and if listeners don't live in L.A., but they know folks in L.A., please pass the word on to them. And then go to movetoamend.org, check out our local action toolkit. We have a model resolution that you could put on the ballot, and we have folks who are ready to help you out so that you can do this in your community. Absolutely marvelous. Kaitlin Sopoci-Belknap, the National Field Director of MoveToAmend.org, and if you're in Los Angeles, MoveToAmendLA.org. Kaitlin, thank you.
Tom.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
And keep us up to date on how it all works out.